One got knocked down, he won't get up again. The other went knocked him down. One got knocked down, and now he's fucking dead. The other went knocked him out. Combo Breaker!
Yo boy, it's episode 100! Yes! And to celebrate it, I got that kick-ass new intro I put together. Oh hell yeah. Now I mean, you probably saw it during the trailer I put up yesterday, so I kinda spoiled it just a little bit. Well, that's because I accidentally deleted the old intro. So anyway, cool new intro. Let's kick off the episode. So, who are some of the strongest warriors you can think of? You're probably thinking about yours truly, but other than me, you're probably thinking about Goku, Doctor Strange, Superman, hell, even Chuck Norris. But they all pale in comparison to today's fighters. Zeno, the Omni King, and Captain Fishbowlhead, the omnipotent goldfish. So, Captain Fishbowlhead is back after beating Cthulhu's sorry ass last time. But now he returns in an attempt to dethrone another god. Let's go ahead and talk about what he can do. So Captain Fishbowlhead has one power, and that power is the most amazing power of all time. Captain Fishbowlhead, his power, let me explain in the most ironclad way possible. Captain Fishbowlhead's power is he has a constant awareness and focus on all timelines and all possibilities of all that ever could and do exist. This also includes other realities and dimensions. When any event, thought, or action is about to occur, whether deliberate, accidental, unconscious, or unconsciously, by any organism, entity, element, magical being, or supernatural thing of any sort, any of those beings from any universe or timeline in existence or yet to be in existence, the issuing being will be instantly erased from existence as if they never existed in the first place. Basically, this means if you think about doing anything to Captain Fishbowlhead, or you try to do anything to Captain Fishbowlhead that could cause him harm, you never existed. Oh yeah. It's also important to note that Captain Fishbowlhead is everything and is everything, such as life, timelines, universes, etc. Meaning if he erases himself through his own choice, he takes out everything in existence with him. Now while he is everything, everything is not him. So while he may be the socks I'm wearing on my feet right now, the socks are not Captain Fishbowlhead. So on to stats. Well, shit. He's never actually physically fought someone, or moved at a high speed, really. The only thing we know for sure is his durability. And actually, that comes from a statement. All we know is the fishbowl that's on top of his suit is indestructible. That's all we really know, though, because he's never been attacked due to his power. However, he is smart enough to say words like something is fishy and glub glub. Yeah, that's all we really have on this guy. Now, he does have only a few weaknesses that I should mention. If you are God, as in the Christian God, you are immune to this power and thus can beat Captain Fishbowlhead. Or if he gets the ick, that is the only other weakness that someone else, that he can inflict upon himself to kill him. Now, he also has one other way that he can die, and that's by erasing himself. But as I stated, that takes out all of existence with him. Haha, Zeno the Omni King. Well, he may have the power of a god, but he acts like a child. I mean, he's making universes fight for their own survival because he's freaking bored. Yeah, Zeno's kind of a douche. Well, on to powers and abilities of this Stewie Griffin lookalike, and well, being a Dragon Ball character, he comes with the abilities you would expect. He has super senses, key manipulation, he can also fly and create after images, and his most prominent ability is the power to erase things from existence, ranging from single little life forms to multiple universes at once. He can create things out of thin air like the Zeno button he gave to Goku, but that's about it in the powers department. Let's see what he's actually accomplished. And you know, Zeno's an interesting one. We used to say that Zeno could easily erase the multiverse in an instant, and if he really wanted to. And future Zeno erased all 12 microchasms in just the flick of his finger, and he's even erased Zamasu, who's a god. He also flicks around planets with ease like playthings. That's quite impressive, actually. As for speed, we know he's capable of keeping up with the battle between Blue Kaioken times 10 Goku and Hit, which is quite impressive, saying as though during that fight, Hit was stopping and skipping through time, and Goku was able to keep pace with him. The fact that Zeno can observe this is quite the impressive feat. We actually don't know much about his durability though, as no one has actually tried to hit him. However, we do know that Beerus and Champa fear him, so we know that he's in fact far above them. And in terms of stats, he's actually leaps and bounds above the Angels as well as the Grand Priest when it comes to stats as well. So we can assume he's got pretty good durability. But now we fall into what might be one of his biggest downfalls. You see, he's very, very childish. And, you know, he does simply what he wants, like a spoiled brat. And that's a huge problem. Zeno sits on his throne watching Goku and Jiren fight. Goku flies to Jiren and sucker punches him, causing a shockwave to ring through the air. Jiren looks at Goku pissed as he charges up a blast and fires at Goku, dodges, and teleports over and kicks Jiren, sending him flying through the air. Goku then runs over and punches him in the head, follows up with an uppercut and then slams him straight down. Jiren flies back up and uppercuts Goku into the air and fires a ki blast at him. Goku backhands it out of the way and goes flying at Captain Fishbowl Head. In the instant that before it makes contact, both the ki blast and both Goku and Jiren are gone. Zeno looks around confused as he sees Captain Fishbowl Head just walking. He flies over in anger and raises his hand to erase Zeno, until he erases Captain Fishbowl Head. But Zeno then disappears as Captain Fishbowl Head continues to walk. Alright, right quick, thanks to Coronel Key for helping with the Zeno research. So our winner is Captain Fishbowl Head, and please, let me explain. Do not click out of the video, and do not form any angry mobs, and just allow me to explain. Hey, you, put down that pitchfork, you put down the bat with the nails in it. Let me explain. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this debate, allow me to restate Captain Fishbowl Head's one and only ability. Captain Fishbowl Head has a constant awareness and focus on all timelines, and as well as all possibilities that could or do exist. When any event, thought, or action is about to occur, whether deliberate, accidental, or unconsciously by an organism, entity, or elemental/magical being from any universe or timeline in existence or yet to be, the issuing being is instantly erased from existence as if they never existed in the first place. So let's talk about this in a versus sense. You see, Zeno to win the fight to the death would need to kill or erase Captain Fishbowl Head. But, you know, that would involve harming Captain Fishbowl Head. Thus his power would kick in and Zeno would be erased from existence, meaning he never existed in the first place. If that's not a good enough explanation, allow me to go a step further. Captain Fishbowl Head is a no-limits fallacy. He can't lose or be harmed by anyone or anything from any timeline, dimension, universe, reality, or etc. There are only a few things that can beat Captain Fishbowl Head. One is the Christian God, or the fish disease ick, or if he chooses to erase himself. Well, Zeno isn't the Christian God, and Captain Fishbowl Head won't naturally get the ick unless, he sits there for a rather long time without cleaning his bowl, and Zeno wouldn't be able to give him the ick because that would cause harm to Captain Fishbowl Head, thus Zeno would be erased. Now, Captain Fishbowl Head can beat Captain Fishbowl Head, and if he becomes depressed and chooses to erase himself, but since Captain Fishbowl Head is everyone and everything, including all life, timelines, dimensions, realities, etc., and, well, he's everything, so if he erases himself, it takes out literally everything but God with him. So Zeno can't physically harm him or use his erase ability, because it will result in him never existing. Thus, he loses. He also can't give Captain Fishbowl Head the ick, because he doesn't have the ability to give beings diseases, and even if he did, he would have to know to do this, and he'd have to think about it. Thus, he never existed in the first place, because that would be causing harm to Captain Fishbowl Head, thus resulting in a loss. And that leaves Zeno with the one option of Captain Fishbowl Head getting depressed. But this would cause emotional harm to him, thus Zeno would be erased before he caused this emotional harm, or Captain Fishbowl Head would choose to erase himself, which takes out all of existence with him. Really, there's a no-win scenario here for Zeno. Either he loses because everything is gone and erased from existence as if it never existed in the first place, or Zeno just loses. Looks like Zeno met with a watery grave. Our winner is Captain Fishbowl Head. Next time on Combo Breaker. Well, next time is the 101st episode, so you know what that means? The episode 1 winner is coming back for another fight. Oh yeah, that means we're doing Blossom versus Supergirl.
First of all, let me thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to any friends you know who like versus debates. And, tell me what you think of the next match. Give me your predictions, maybe suggest matches in the comments, and they might happen.